Hello everyone, as you have seen, I finished a big stitch hat by Nailya, and I'm going to put it in the title too and in the description who the designer is. I did not design this hat, but what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you a bit about construction, pattern, per se. It's a paid for pattern, so I'm going to leave a link down below to RAVELRY page. That's where I found it, and then I'm going to tell you where did I get on this pattern. Okay, let's leave it on because I feel better on this way. Construction is quite simple. You're going to cast on stitches. You're going to knit in around from bottom up. There are written instructions and a chart. I followed for the brim, obviously written instructions, but for the body and the creases, I just used the chart. And then I made a pom-pom. The gauge for this pattern is 26 stitches by 30 rounds, obviously in color work. I didn't really check my gauge. As you can see, it fits beautifully. There are two sizes, so you can pick which one you want to knit. I picked the biggest size just to have it be on the safe side. I think for my hat 22 inches, which is 56 centimeters. The pattern recommends US size 3, which is 3.25 millimeters, and then knit the body in US size 5, 3.75 millimeters. I don't have needles like that. I think I own only one pair that I received from a viewer at the beginning, maybe 5 years ago, and they are on a 32-inch cord, so not even you know, 16-inch cable. So I went with my kind of standard one. Yes, so I use US size 2.5, which is 3 millimeters, and US size 4, which is 3.5 millimeters to knit the hat. But that's basically what I'm using when I'm using fingering weight yarn. When I'm using DK weight yarn, I gravitate to US size 6, 4 millimeters, and then US size 7, 4.5 millimeters. So you can find kind of consistency from perspective of like those thicknesses of yarn. How fast did I knit it? Quite fast. First of all, I knit that much, and I was thinking half a day what kind of yarn I'm going to use for the color work. I started with the kind of pinkish color, but maybe if I have it over here, because I put stuff on stories on Instagram, I may find and put it over here. I decided to frog it. I did not really like it. I did just a few stitches and I knew it would be a little bit too bright for me. So I was going with some blue colors, and I found a bit that I wasn't sure will that be enough because, oh, 28 grams, it's not enough. I run out at the end. And then I went through my leftovers and I found yarn, there's the same twist and kind of ish color, and that I was thinking like that would be really cool. And especially that I want to put a pom-pom. Those little bits that you have at the end may not be so visible. Just a tip in case you're using leftovers, or you don't know, will you have enough yarn? So now you may notice that in the center there's a little bit different bluish, but as you can see, it kind of gives a little bit a pop thing, I think. So I think it's pretty cool, and the design, it's amazing, really nice, love it. And now how did I became an owner of this knitting pattern? It's because I'm on Instagram, and Sylvia, I think Sylvia follows me since the beginning of my journey on Instagram, because at the beginning we both kind of took part in giveaways on Instagram. Eventually I got a little bit overwhelmed with leftovers I have that I'm receiving from viewers and friends, and I stopped doing that, but she was still tagging me on it, which that meant that I knew that I know exactly what kind of giveaway goes here and there. Although I haven't noticed that she tagged me on one which said that if you tag a friend and you will be one of the winners, that tagged friend also will win something. And I won one of the Nailya's, I hope I'm saying her name right, patterns. So I could go on her RAVELRY page, design page, and I could pick what I wanted. And I thought, oh, that'll be really quick and really nice knit. And I do have some leftovers that I can use with it, so let's go for it. Like I said, it took me one day to do this and another day just to did that. But by day I mean like maybe 5-6 hours knitting straight. It is a quite simple pattern anyway to recognize from perspective of charts. You know, sometimes you have to focus over here, kind of, you know, what to do next. Thanks to Sylvia, I not only I could pick a pattern, but also Nailya collaborated with another person, Margie, who donated her yarn from her own stash to, I think there was like 5 winners overall, and then their tagged friends. So yeah, that was quite exciting to see my name there. Maybe over here I'm going to show you how it looked like. So this is the list. So yes, 5 winners and their tagged friends. So overall there was 10 packages sent, and I got this beautiful yarn over here showing you, and I'm thinking that I'm going to use those 520-gram minis to make the Full of Minis hat, because I always wanted to do a gradient, and I know that New Zealand, Australian viewers wants me to knit it in June to kind of have a make along, because you know they will have winter in June. And before I finish completely, I kept everything in this beautiful purpley bag, linked down below. I'll show you some leftovers that I got from this hat, just to tell you what yarn I used, because I forgot that. So I used Drops Fabel, and as you can see, it kind of got a little bit different color or the same color. We shall see, to compare this, because I was afraid that it's going to bleed. If you hear something, that's rain. I live in Ireland, it rains a lot. And then that's the color of the second leftovers that I found to finish the top, and that's the blue and brown. Okay, what else I can say? If you really like this hat, you can go down below and support Nailya. I hope I'm saying Nailya. I'm going to say it right. We shall see how it goes. Maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll give it away. So far so good. Let me know down below what should I do, and if you got inspired to grab for needles and knit a hat for yourself. Till the next one. Bye.